What up everybody, this is Kelvin and welcome back to my channel where we discuss financial wellness, mindset therapy, and real estate. And in today's video, we will be discussing a well-known business credit card company by the name of Divvy and how you can utilize their business credit platform to get credit cards and also build business credit. This right here was a highly requested video, so what are you waiting for? Come get these gems. This channel is all about giving you the most fluff-free, straight to the point content, no matter the topic. But lately, I've noticed a large percentage of my viewers are actually coming from those who are not subscribed. So please do your boy a favor and show me some love by simply subscribing to this channel so that I can be motivated, of course, to make more content for you guys. Now, over the past several months, I've been getting a lot of requests to cover and discuss the Divvy credit card because this is a very popular credit card brand or platform in the business credit industry. Divvy has really made a name for themselves over the last several years with their business credit card. I would say it's one of the most sought after business credit revolving accounts, especially for those who are either just getting started or in their early stages trying to get their first credit cards. However, the truth of the matter is it can be very difficult to get your first business credit card, especially if you're in the early stages again of your journey. In most cases, you'll need to already have established business credit to even get approved for major credit cards. But I come today bearing good news. Divvy just launched the new pay-as-you-go business credit building platform that's designed to help you develop business credit and get access to those larger credit lines and also major business credit cards. Like technology, the world of business credit is ever changing and always evolving. The products may change, but the process stays the same. So trust the process. So if one of your goals is to climb that business credit ladder, you need to make sure you watch this entire video because I'm going to drop some gems and make sure that you have an understanding of how to get there using Divvy. So let's jump right into it. First, let's talk about the already existing business credit card that Divvy has to offer. I got a lot of notes to cover about the most important details about the Divvy credit card because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have the Divvy card, but I've never really used it like that. And it's something I'm going to start using more often now that I really understand how it works. So one of the most important things I want to start with is the fact that it's free. It's a free business credit card, all right?
For free.
When I say free, I mean there is no startup fee and you don't have to pay anything annually in terms of keeping this card. But one of the most important things that I want to mention about this card immediately is your payment terms will vary. It really depends on what you specifically are approved for. So some people may have a net 30, some may be net 60, some may be a weekly, so a net 7. With my card, as I'm gonna go ahead and pop up there, you'll see this was the actual approval that I got when I first applied long ago for this card, although I hadn't really used it. So I got approved for $3,000 on a weekly term basis, payment terms. So what this means is it's automatically linked by ACH, which means they're linked to my business checking account. And whenever I swipe this card and use it, the payment will be automatically drafted in a week, in 7 days. Now, to me, I love this feature because sometimes if you live a hectic and busy life like me, as most of us entrepreneurs have, right? You don't really want to worry about keeping track of when something is due. So I know when I use this card, I can basically swipe it and forget about it because it's going to be paid in 7 days. So keep in mind, it's an auto draft payment system. Another important thing to mention that I'm glad I found out just before I waited too long to use this card is you have a 90-day window. You know how you have some credit cards on the personal side that, like, if you don't use it for 6 months, they'll automatically close your account. That's how Divvy is, except they give you about 90 days. So this is a card that is really built around spending, okay? Because the more you spend, and your spending habits actually unlock rewards. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is a free business credit card that gives you rewards. So that's why Divvy is so popular. Now, another cool thing about Divvy is they have like top-notch software. They have an app that you can download to your phone. Their website is pretty seamless and easy to use. And let's just keep it real. This is something that, from my experience, is tough to come by in the business credit industry. Like most of my gas cards, like a few of them have apps, but most of the time I have to go to like the iFleet.com or these different websites on my phone when I'm at the pump just to even log in. So they have an app that allows you to control your spending. So for example, when you apply for this card, you're going to have to choose a person to give the card to. An employee will have to be named as the person to get the first card. But no matter how many cards you have or you get, which another thing to mention is each account has an unlimited number of virtual cards that you can disperse to your employees. But with this app or online, you can actually set spending budgets for each of these cards, which is pretty dope. Now, one thing I guess I should start doing in these videos, because I see a lot of other people in this niche do it, is showing you the actual card. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. It's a very sleek card. It kind of honestly reminds me of like a Cash App card. However, it does have a chip and I like it. It's a Visa card. So the way that I would recommend using this card, knowing that there are rewards and they want you to use it within 90 days, like every 3 months, they expect you to be using this card. You should be using this card and leveraging this card to build business credit by using this card for your recurring purchases. So for example, if you are someone who buys Google ads or any type of marketing on a monthly or weekly basis, you should be leveraging this card. But keep in mind, these are purchases that you would have normally paid with your debit card. So you got the money in your account. However, you're going to use your Divvy card so that you can have some spending, get rewards, and level up your actual credit limit. So not only do you get rewards for using your card, but you will get rewarded by having an increase in your credit limit. So the next thing I want to talk about is my personal experience with applying for this card. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, because I know it's something y'all gonna ask immediately in the comment section if you're not paying attention, right? And that is, yes, they will ask to check your credit. However, it's a soft pull, so it's not gonna negatively impact your credit scores on the personal side. Plus, you don't have to have squeaky clean credit. During the online application, they will request for you to upload certain documents. So just go ahead and be mentally prepared and expect to upload documents and verification for both you and your business. After you complete the online application, the verification process begins. And this is where you really gotta pay attention, because this is really important, guys. If you don't do this right, you will get denied. There's no question about it. All right. So they are going to contact you. They're going to send you emails. They're going to call you. They're going to text you to request additional information. If you don't give them this additional information within a certain amount of time, your application will be automatically denied. Stamp it. I promise you, it's going to get denied. So from my experience, what happened was I applied. I got the email that said, all right, your application is in review. A few days later, I got a text message that was requesting for me to click the link to verify my identification. The way that process works was I had to upload a selfie of me holding my ID keys and upload that. And I know if you've never done this before, it may sound kind of sketchy, but it's not. If you've ever rented from Turo, or a lot of different jobs require you to do this, it's only to make sure that you are who you say you are at the end of the day. So this is just an example of things that they'll want you to do during the verification process. So play along or get denied. I mean, that's just really it, right? So if you're somebody who doesn't check their emails daily, become that person. If you're somebody that has a habit of not reading text messages from contacts that's not saved in your phone, you need to make an adjustment. And then last but not least, I know even if you're not accustomed to answering the phone when you see a 1-800 number calling or a random city or state, just answer the phone until you get approved. And I know you're going to get those calls, right? You're going to get a call about an extended warranty for a car you don't have. You're probably going to speak to somebody who's trying to tell you that, guess what? You can get student loan forgiveness even though you dropped out of high school. I get it. But you just need to make sure that this information is readily available. And the last recommendation I have is, of course, if you don't hear back from anybody, if you haven't gotten an email or a text message or a phone call over the first 7 days, I would just pick up the line and call them and say, hey, I have an application. I'm trying to see what's up. You know, can you check on the status? And they'll say, oh yeah, we need this information from you. And then you can send it and you should be good to go. Now, the moment that most of you have been waiting for, let's go ahead and talk about this business credit building program that they just launched like this month, last month. Like if you're watching this, it's brand spanking new. If you already have a good understanding of secured credit cards, then you'll understand this program with no issues. You'll understand how it works. It's pretty similar. This is a prepay program with absolutely no spending limits that allow you to build business credit as you go. Like as you make payments to Divvy, they're going to report those payments. And yes, they will report to Dun & Bradstreet and the Small Business Financial Exchange, so the SBFE. So I'm gonna tell you right now, don't overcomplicate this. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna break it down to you in layman's terms. So essentially, this is how it works. You get approved, right? Then you load money onto your card. The money that you load onto your card then becomes your credit limit. So if you load $100 onto your card, $100 is your limit. But there is no maximum amount of money that you can load to this card. So hey, if you got $10,000 sitting in your business's savings account, then you can put it onto this card and have a field day in terms of helping your business credit profile and get a boost, because the higher the amount of limits you have reporting to your business credit profile is going to help your score. So not saying you got to put a whole lot of money on this thing. You just need to make sure you keep at least $1 technically on this, because that's their rule. Because if you don't have at least $1, technically you have no credit line, and that's a closed account. Now, uploading funds to this line of credit is no different than making a payment to a credit card. It's going to take about 4 days to show up and then be posted and available for you to use. So if you were someone who was recently denied for the Divvy business credit card, this line of credit, this business credit builder line of credit, is the perfect opportunity for you to step in and get your foot in the door, get your feet wet, and then be able to use this and leverage this to get access to not only the standard credit card, but other major credit cards with your business in its name. They're only looking to make sure you have a 550 or better. So 550 is all they're looking for. So you don't have to have great credit or even good credit. You just can't have terrible credit, because then you're going to get denied. And technically the only difference between this line of credit and the business credit card is you're funding the credit limit. You still get access to the budgeting tools, the app, the website, the rewards, and everything else that comes with it. And guys, I really do read the comments. I pay attention to what you guys are requesting. So I will be making more videos about credit cards, secured credit cards, business credit cards, you name it. If you guys have a specific topic that you want me to speak about, please go ahead and drop a link in the comments. Tell me what other cards you want me to do a review on. Now, before they cut the lights off in this joint and I get kicked out of my own crib, let's make sure that if you have found anything in this video even remotely helpful, show me some love. Help push this video out in the algorithms by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe so that you can get more content from me. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.